Good afternoon, everybody. This is Vicious Jeremy, CEO and boss of Fantasy Pro Wrestling, with a very special message to all of you guys watching wherever you guys are. At this point now, we all know about the coronavirus. The COVID-19 has literally taken over the entire world, but not the wrestling world, as WrestleMania 36 is still on schedule for Sunday, April the 5th. Looking forward to it. And even All Elite Wrestling is unaffected by the virus, and kudos to them. But also, the coronavirus is not affecting Fantasy Pro Wrestling, especially tonight for our 21st annual FPW Carnage pay-per-view. Nothing is going to stop myself, the broadcast team, the production team from having FPW not happen. It is going to happen, like it or not. And speaking of FPW, we have a big main event tonight. Horvat, the Hungarian Barbarian, defending the Universal Championship against Shane Eaton McKay. It's been a long time coming for Shane Eaton, as this is now his second ever opportunity to become the next FPW champion of the universe. And you know what? The weeks leading to tonight has shown that Shane Eaton could be the next champion, but until then, Horvat, bandaged up, burnt, cut, whatever, beaten up, he is standing tall, he is stronger than ever, he is going to defend that title, and it's going to be a match for the ages. We're also starting off, ladies and gentlemen, with our championship series on the FPW brand, 6-man tag team Iron Man match of 30 minutes, between the Dark Horde and these guys. Now, the championship series this year is going to be a little bit different than we have done every other year. It's going to play off almost like in hockey. So 2 teams colliding with the most points wins. And that will lead on to our next bout, the preliminary bouts, for potential opportunities for the Universal Championship, No Mercy Championship, and the LCW World titles. We also have King of the Cage title on the line. Kabuki, the Beast of the Cage. Kabuki against Noah Ulrich, who has started off here in Fantasy Pro Wrestling, especially competing in the No Mercy division since the month of September. He has climbed up the ladder, and tonight he could very well defeat the legend of Kabuki. But until then, Noah Ulrich and Kabuki, good luck to you, men. Man and Beast, whatever. It's going to be a match to watch. Another match to watch, ladies and gentlemen, is a tables, ladders, and chairs #1 contenders match for the ECW World Tag Team titles. 2 legendary tag teams, the Supreme Team, Sabine Nabarda and King Cairo. For the first time in over 3 or even 4 months, they will be competing tonight. No referees, no time limits. The briefcase hanging from up above with a lucrative contract to decide who will compete for the ECW World Tag Team titles and what the stipulations shall be for that match that will happen next month. FPW Cavalcade, date still to be determined because of the coronavirus crap. Who knows how long this will last for. My cousin, Secret Agent Sam, will be defending the No Mercy Championship against John Moxley, aka Dean Ambrose, the AEW World Heavyweight Champion. But this is going to be a nice match because we're going to finally figure out once and for all who will be the undisputed No Mercy Champion, and it will be contested in a last man standing match, due to the stipulation from that contract that John Moxley or Dean Ambrose had won a few weeks back. We're going to also have a 20-man gauntlet for the gold to determine who will be the next #1 contender for the Universal Championship. And already, Robert English, the man, the myth, the legend he wants to call himself, has already drawn #20 in this gauntlet match by defeating 5 of perhaps some of the best talent in fantasy pro wrestling has ever put together all under one roof. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's pay-per-view extravaganza is one you do not want to miss. So wherever you guys are, hopefully not contaminated, you guys are not infected with the virus, stay home, stay as far away from a public area, because you just might get yourself fucked in the ass by COVID-19. Now, ladies and gentlemen, with the remaining time I have left, I want to address to you fans exactly what Carnage actually means in fantasy pro wrestling. Essentially, this is our Genesis pay-per-view. This is the first launching event. This is essentially our launching pad for fantasy pro wrestling. I wouldn't even know what would have happened if we didn't launch Carnage back on Saturday, March 11th, 2000. I don't think you guys realize what the ramifications would have been for fantasy pro wrestling. This was still when WCW was around. TNA wasn't even in existence. ECW was still around. You know? Fantasy pro wrestling is my creation. I put a lot of time, work, and effort, even recruiting my best friends. David Cruder, Jesse the Hand, Beaudwayne, Pentalix. Hell, we got Scott Towles, Captain Oblivious, Samurai JD. We got a lot of people working on fantasy pro wrestling today. But I am the official creator of FPW, and this event is a big one. Not because of tonight's card, but the entire history that went along with fantasy pro wrestling. Some of the greatest talents today are still walking in this arena. They're still going to be competing. Guys like Kabuku, Sabine Nabarada, Winger, King Cairo. These are the guys that have helped shape and mold fantasy pro wrestling to what the conglomerate it is today. Myself and a whole lot of others have made FPW what it stands for. Blood, Sweat, and Tears is our WrestleMania. Carnage is our victory road. It's our Genesis. It's our Double or Nothing. It's whatever you want to call it. But tonight is a special night. You're going to see for yourself right now. Sad news, segueing back to the coronavirus. Unfortunately, I will not be attending the event, and that's why I'm at home. But I will be watching, I will be monitoring, and I will be paying attention to everything that's been going on around here in fantasy pro wrestling, including the Universal Championship title match. I will make sure it is a fair fight. Guarantee this will be a fair match between McKay and Horvath. I'm watching you guys, and I'm also watching you, Robert English. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I want you to take care of yourselves, wash your hands with soap, get yourselves checked out. You don't want to get contaminated, you don't want to get sick. I want you to stay tuned and check out the 21st annual Carnage pay-per-view, which will be coming up for you guys in the next several hours. Until then, I am Vicious Jeremy, signing off. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I am Johnny Baba Ganoush, and this is our dark match, our pre-show event for the afternoon. Fans are not enjoying what's happening right now, ladies and gentlemen, that we have the Black Wrestling League's Blacketeer, Pumpkin Escobar, and Terry Crews. Mind you, Blacketeer, Pumpkin Escobar, and Benjamin Stack are going to be competing in the Gauntlet for the Gold. And they're not happy.